box, you know, real Dr. Cookie, you know. You understand what I say? So my family, you know, say I wouldn't be here eating the cookie and drinking the milk and see certain things pop up in front of me and I don't let you know about it. Family, madness going on in Jamaica now with this scamming, Airbnb scamming. I know that everybody is going to be looking to go on holiday. A lot of us are going to be looking to go on holiday to Jamaica this year. You understand what I say? But what I want you to do is to be careful how you're booking your Airbnbs because the scammer them is hot it, you know, man. The scammers them start them thing from early. You understand what I say? Make a break on the straight into the news, let you hear what's going on. But now stop talk. Listen to this.
For weeks, there have been reports of scammers targeting persons hoping to rent houses and apartments. And here to share pointers for how to identify and avoid rental scams is Director of the Rent Service Unit at the Rent Assessment Board, Shanice Hedlam. Morning, welcome to Smile.
Good morning, thank you for having me.
So when you say scammers, I was reading something about someone like an Airbnb and then take picture of the other houses and stuff. That's what we're talking about here?
Yes, so scam can be from the landlord's perspective in terms of the landlord misrepresenting the truth. And it can also be from the tenant's perspective too, where they also misrepresent the truth.
All right, hold on, go to the landlord. When they say misrepresented the truth, what does that mean?
So, for example, they might tell the tenant that they have a property renting when actually they don't have a property renting. And they might collect funds without actually showing the tenant the property. So they collect it from several different persons.
But wouldn't
So, family, listen, you see, I used to have a couple of Airbnb at one point, yeah? When you sign up with Airbnb, they're supposed to send you some, I think it's a 4 to 5 digit number to your address, and you can't get active until that number has been entered with them. So I don't know how them do it in Jamaica. How can someone be putting up a house when it exists? You understand what I say on Airbnb? You understand what I say? That should not be going on. You know what I mean? Airbnb people is losing a lot of money when they work hard for, you know. If this is something that you're sleeping on, I don't know how them scammers get around it. You understand what I say? But them get around it. So families, keep with eye peeled. Keep with money in our wallet and in our purse them until we know that everything is copacetic. You understand me? You don't want to be renting somewhere and end up, you're going to see a empty plot or somewhere half bill and they must say, this is the Airbnb house and that me pay for. You don't want to be going on holiday with that stress. You understand? But listen.
be the tenants, well, I mean, daily I can't understand me say she have a house and I just say, all right, sit $100. Would I not want to see the house before?
Yes, in most cases, persons would want to see the house to see if they would want to rent it. However, you have some persons who rent online. Say, for example, you are living overseas or you're not able to visit the property physically, and it is online, and you pay your deposit to secure the property, and when you come now to rent, to move in, you don't have
the house and say this is the house, but nothing really goes on.
Nothing is there.
So something like that went on. Was it last year? I think it was last year. Something like that went on, you know. When this lady went down, she booked this apartment and here B&B, and when she did there, two the people them come and kick her out of the place. So what she do there? You understand what I say, family? I know say usually we used to use our family members, you know, we coming down and, you know what I mean, if you're using the big hotels and all these things, then it won't go wrong. But these Airbnbs that they're bringing in now, you have to be very careful and know the areas as well, families, that you're going down to stay in. You understand what I say? Know the areas. You understand what I say? Because you're probably born and growing out here right now. And going back there, it's not going to be the same like how you leave it, you know. You get me? But go with trusted people as well, where you know you're not going to lose your money. Because them scammer, yeah, they on them P's and Q's. God not sleep.
Does it also extend to, in terms of misrepresentation, me sending a picture of a home and saying, never, it's a palace. And then when I go there now, I still have a house to rent, you know, but it's not a palace. Does that happen as well?
It does, especially if you don't get to visit the property yourself. So we have a lot of persons from overseas who go on different websites to get something to stay. And when they come now to get keys to the property, they're told that is either the property is occupied already with other tenants or somebody lives there, or they're not able to get in.
How frequently does this happen in Jamaica?
Well, the frequency, I'm not able to tell you the frequency, but it does happen often.
Quite a lot.
Wow.
And what kind of redress I would have for that? So if they have sent me something, I said, this is a house, I come back, the house is there, but she said 3 bedroom is only 2. She said 2 bathroom is only 1. What can I do to deal? Well, when I said me personally, but I come to you and say, what I do?
All right, so if you come to the Rent Assessment Board and report the scam, then we document it, but what you need to do is to go to the police and report it. So we always encourage our clients, make sure you know the name of your landlord, because some landlords would give their alias and say, all right, my name is Bunny. And then when you go now and you pay Bunny money and you don't get your property, then you're not going to be able to sue Bunny because you don't know Bunny's right name,
address,
and you don't even know where Bunny lives. So you can't take out a suit against Bunny.
So let's back it up then. What should I do to make sure? So one of the things you've said is make sure you get proper contact information on whomever you're renting from.
Right.
What are some of the other telltale signs that this might be a scam?
So if you're not able to view the property, so the landlord might say to you, you know what, I have a tenant there now, but you can pay a security deposit and probably a first month's rent, and when that tenant moves out, then I will let you be the first. They're telling you to secure your spot, right? So that is one of the telltale signs that you might.
No money before, honey. You understand me? I said none of that. They told them supposed to do. They're supposed to see what you're getting, family, before you spend that money out. We have to be smart, man. You understand me? I say we got to be very clever, because them boy, I feel like they make them brains bigger than anybody else's. You get where I'm coming from? Don't let them scam you, people. When you're going to Jamaica on holiday, use credible sources to book where you're going to stay. I know it's not everybody want to stay in the hotels and all these things, but use credible sources. These places see up on Instagram, me got this rent, me got them. Nah, them places are most likely scamming. Them are try to scam your family. You understand what I deal with? That's what I say Airbnb. If I Airbnb them a do it, it's true. Them boy, the scamming is up. Because when you register a house on Airbnb, you have to get a letter delivered to that address. That address there before you can even enter. And you have to have details, proper details have to be up there, man. So the scammer them is using Airbnb to do them scamming then jump. Boy, world gone mad.
Might be.
But officially, legally, what is supposed to happen? We're not talking about scamming now. So they're genuinely renting something, and she says she wants first month and last month. Legally, if you're renting something and everything is, all right, what am I supposed to pay? First month, last month, what I do?
So usually the landlords ask for a security deposit to, just in case there's any damage done at the property.
Which would be a month's rent?
It is usually a month's rent. Right. But if the place is furnished, it's usually 2 months' rent.
Okay.
To secure the furniture plus any damages after or bills unpaid.
Okay.
So what I would encourage is that if the tenant pays the security deposit or before you even pay the security deposit, at least you can find out if the landlord is legitimate.
Yeah.
So you might ask for either documents to show that they own the property or have legal grounds by which to rent the property to you in the form of a power of attorney, a legal power of attorney, which is stamped, signed by a JP if the landlord is here, or signed by a notary public if the landlord is overseas.
Okay. If I pay that upfront rent, if I pay, say, 2 months, and I decide to leave, I don't pay the last 2 months rent?
If you
Remember you say you could ask for a month or 2 months.
Right.
So they ask for a month up front.
Right.
I give him that money up front. And I'm leaving in November. I don't pay November rent.
No, you have to pay the rent.
So when do the money that they give him up front?
You get it back when you leave. If you don't have any damages
Then
or
why would
unpaid bills.
why would I pay the rent? Why I don't just...
Bonjour.
So you can have
Antonio.
a discussion with your landlord to say, listen, I'm going to leave.
No.
Can I leave out the security deposit?
Is that
So
Antonio,
some
no?
landlords might say, yes, you can leave it out, while others might say, no, it is for damages or unpaid bills,
Nah,
which
man,
is
it's
really
me,
essentially
man.
what it is
I will
for.
call him back in a couple of
Where's the
seconds. Yeah,
secret?
it's all right.
All right, so what are some of the strategies
All right,
commonly?
sweet.
I mean, so that's one thing that we've discussed in terms of not showing people a home. Do they show people homes and claim that, yes, this is the house I rent and it's not their house? Does that happen as well?
Yes, right. It does happen.
Family, the best way if you're going to rent a house from someone, if you're living in Jamaica and you're going to be renting somewhere from someone, or if you're coming from overseas, saying you're going to be going to Jamaica for like, say, a long period of time, when you're going to rent that house, bring the police. Listen to me, I say, man. You go down at the station and bring the police pan the address, pan the black witness. Even when you have a solicitor, policeman, they stand up and say, yes, everything's sorted out. Can get a little policeman, a little small drink, yes? You know what I say? But make sure you don't get scammed. Let's keep going.
Happen. So you might go to, for example, I saw in the paper the other day, somebody goes to a gated community to rent, and when they view, they see several persons there, so it looks like it's legitimate because they're showing other people. And when they come now to get the key to go in, the security guard will say to them, you're like the fourth person now we've seen from morning coming here to collect keys, when it was a scam. So you have people who actually go on Airbnb, the website, and probably rent the house for a particular time, and then have you come in and view the property while they collect your money, and then you can't trace them.
Weird.
So that's why I was saying it's...
So this is happening on Airbnb. Family, I was talking, you know, but how? How, man? How? That is mad. Airbnb, we need to tighten up on the belt. Tighten on the belt, because a lot of people losing their money. And it's hard to get through to know as well when time is time for fixing problems. So fix up.
good that you ask your landlord or your potential landlord for some kind of proof that they actually...
I think Delia kind of asked the question already, but
Policeman.
how often you're hearing about these scams and stuff?
In recent times, frequently, but in terms of the numbers, I wouldn't be able to say. But it's frequent.
And
Lots of people, man.
kind of what we're talking about been going on.
Similar, yes, yes.
And do you know if they have caught any of these perpetrators?
I'm not sure, because what we usually tell the tenants to do is to go to the police station and make a report, because it is a
Bring them there
criminal
the day
offense.
you have rented. The day.
Wow.
You're renting it. That day, you bring the police them with you. No long thing. You understand me? I say? No long thing, man. If I me that, I bring police with me, if me a view it, me I bring them. If me have a next viewing, me I bring them again. When me assign people pick up key, me I bring them. And people using the phone, that's what I'm having the phone for do. Using the phone for video all these kind of mental things. Video this man, video John Tom. Why you don't wanna be on video? Why you a scammer? Why don't you wanna be on video camera? If you face to face with them, video them family. You get me? Video them man.
I don't know.
You're too bright, man.
Wasting my energy on the wrong things.
Yeah.
We apply this mind to something useful.
So your role is all of that. The rent assessment board is all of that, just to look after any kind of problems and stuff, or you have other roles that you guys...
Well, so the rent assessment board is really to be the mediators between landlords and tenants who are in dispute. So we have hearings as well, where if a landlord wants to sue their tenant for their rent, the arrears in rent, they can do so. If a tenant wants to sue the landlord for the security deposit, they can do so at the rent assessment.
You get more from the landlord side or from the tenant side?
In terms of the scams,
Yeah.
more from the landlord side.
Okay.
Tenants do it too, you know.
I know, that's why I asked
Yes.
the question.
So listen to me, I say, yeah? Them place that them renting out there, check them out very diligently. Very diligently, family. You get me? Don't make them think so we are fool out here. That's why me I put these things out there. When we see them little thing, me I put them out there so we can be wise stepping forward. Dr. Cookie, Real Chatterbox. Like, comment, and share. Let me talk about this. Gone again. One more time.